Hello everyone. So in this video I will take numericals which are based on equations of motion. Okay, and the numericals I have taken here in text question of NCERT book. Okay, so let's start with the question. First in text question is on page number 109 of your NCERT book. The question states that a bus starting from rest. Okay, so children, this is a hint or a trick to solve the word problems. Just break the question into the parts and simultaneously note down the values which are given or hidden in the question. Like in this question, the bus is starting from rest, so it gives us the idea that the initial speed of bus is 0, that is u equals to 0. With a uniform acceleration is given, that is 0.1 meter per second square for 2 minutes. So t is 2 minutes, but we know that SI unit of time is what? Second. So we need to convert 2 minutes into seconds. So convert 2 into 60, it will give you 120 seconds. So these three are the values which are given to us. Now in the first part we have to calculate the speed acquired. Okay, we have three equations of motion. Now you have to choose the best one which will give you the correct answer. Okay, depending on the values which you have. So here we will use first equation of motion, that is v equals to u plus at. We cannot use second and third because we don't know the value of distance. Okay, so put the values. You will get v equals to 12 meter per second. Now for second part, you have to calculate the distance travelled by the bus. So distance travelled by the bus using third equation of motion, v square minus u square equals to 2as. Okay, all the values are with you. Put the values here. Okay, and you will get 720 meter. Okay. Now question number second. A train is travelling with a speed of 90 km per hour. So this 90 km per hour is the initial speed. Okay, but the unit is in kilometer per hour and SI unit of speed is meter per second. So we will convert this 90 km per hour into meter per second. On conversion we will get 25 meter per second. Brakes are applied so as to produce a uniform acceleration of minus 0.5 meter per second square. Write down the value of acceleration. Find how far the train will go before it is brought to rest. So this is the hidden meaning here. The train is now brought to rest, means the final velocity or final speed of train is 0. Okay, and you have to calculate the distance which will be travelled by the train before it comes to rest. Okay, so in this case we will use third equation of motion because time is not given to us, so we cannot use equation first and equation second. So put the values here. V is 0, u is 25, 2, acceleration minus 0.5 and s is the distance travelled. Put the values. On simplification you will get the train will cover a distance of 625 meter before it comes to rest. Then question number 3. A trolley while going down an inclined plane has an acceleration of 2 cm per second square. What will be its velocity 3 seconds after the start? Again a hidden meaning here. After the start, it means initial velocity of the trolley is 0. Acceleration is 2 cm per second square. Time is given t equals to 3 seconds. Now you must be wondering here, if acceleration is given in centimeter per second square, do we need to convert it into meter per second square? You can convert, but for the sake of simplification, if you use the same value, you will get the velocity in centimeter per second. So there will be no problem in that because you are following the same system of units. So we will use first equation of motion, that is v equals to u plus at. Put the values in the equation. 0 plus 2 into 3. Okay, on putting the values you will get 6 centimeter per second. So the velocity of train after 3 seconds will be 6 centimeter per second. Always remember children, all the physical quantities should be in the same unit of system. Fourth question. A racing car has a uniform acceleration of 4 meter per second square. What distance will it cover in 10 seconds? Okay. After start, again hidden meaning. After start means u is initial, जो उसकी initial velocity is 0, acceleration 4 meter per second square and time 10 seconds. So using second equation of motion, s equals to ut plus half at square. Okay, we cannot use third equation of motion because we don't have the value of v. Okay, and further we need to calculate here only distance. So the second equation is the most suitable one because all the values are known to us. So put the values and you will get 200 meter. So distance covered by a racing car after 10 seconds will be 200 meter. This is the last question of your NCERT in text, question number 5th. This is important one. A stone is thrown in vertically upward direction. This is ground. A stone is thrown in vertically upward direction. This is the position of stone with a speed of 5 meter per second. So this 5 meter per second is the initial speed of the stone by which it is thrown in upward direction. Okay. Now, if the acceleration of the stone during its motion is 10 meter per second square in downward direction. Okay. Now, stone is thrown with a speed of 5 meter per second. This is the position of stone. After reaching this particular height, the stone will again fall to the ground because we know this is because of the gravitational pull of the earth. Okay. So, everything is being attracted towards the earth. So, the stone will again fall to the ground. So, we have to calculate in this question what is the height that is being achieved by the stone when it was thrown with the speed of 5 meter per second. So, obviously, the acceleration is in opposite direction as that of the direction of throwing. Okay. So, we will use a minus sign for acceleration because acceleration is in opposite direction to the motion of the stone. Okay. Now, one more thing. After attaining a particular height, the final velocity of the stone will become 0 because now the stone is at rest and then it falls again on the earth. Clear? So, what are the values which we have got? U, acceleration with minus sign, and V, that is 0. So, we have to calculate the height obtained by the stone. So, we will use third equation of motion, that is V square minus U square equals to 2as. Put the values here. You will get S equals to 1.25 meter. It means stone will attain height of 1.25 meter from the ground. Now, in the second part, you have to calculate how much time will it take to reach there. Okay. So, we will use equation first. V equals to U plus AT. Final velocity here at this point is 0. U is 5. T is to be calculated. Acceleration minus 10. Okay. So, on solving it, here it will be minus 10t. Okay. Please children, make sure 5 will be transposed and minus 5 equals to minus 10t. So, it will give you 0.5 seconds. So, stone will take 0.5 seconds to reach a height of 1.25 meter. Please make a correction over here. It is minus 10t. Okay. I hope all the numericals are clear to you. Thank you.